Hello everybody, today we're going to unbox the Anypro 100ml Essential Oil Diffuser, take a close-up look and test it out. So let's first take a look around the outside of the box. So as you can see from the image that's on the box, the Essential Oil Diffuser or Aroma Mister has a ribbed or ridge style design to it. And here are its specifications. Okay, so let's go ahead and open up the box by sliding this sleeve off. Okay, we can put that aside. And then of course opening up the box. So at the very top there is a customer satisfaction or product satisfaction card on it. Okay, so let's put that aside. And there is also a user manual. So there's some operating instructions as well as maintenance information on the user manual. Okay, so let's go ahead and remove the Essential Oil Diffuser from its packaging or box. Let's go ahead and take everything out and make sure there's nothing left in the box. Okay, so that's the contents emptied out. So over here there is a measuring cup or beaker with a maximum line capacity there of 150 milliliters. Okay, so let's put that aside. And of course there is a power adapter, so let's go ahead and take that out from its clear plastic packaging. There we go. So it is a UK 3-pin power adapter. And let's go ahead and undo the cable tie, and I can show you the length of the cable, which is always quite pertinent when it comes to positioning or sighting the Essential Oil Diffuser. So let's go ahead and undo this cable tie. Voila. And let's do it right. I usually just stretch it right through, but this time around I might be a little bit wiser in taking it out like that, hopefully. And then pulling it through its loops. And just that little bit there. And there we go. So hopefully that gives you some idea of the cable length. Okay, so let's put that down and aside for now, and go ahead and take the Essential Oil Diffuser out from its clear plastic packaging. Okay, so this is the Anypro 100ml Essential Oil Diffuser, and as you can see it has a ribbed or ridge pattern to it, and it is of a vertical or straight tower type design. And at the very top there is the vent or opening for the mist to come out from, right there. It is quite light in weight and obviously quite sturdy, a very tough plastic here. Very, very tough. It's not even flexing when I'm pressing it down hard on it. So very tough indeed. Okay, so there are two control buttons at the base of it with a light and mist button for operating the Essential Oil Diffuser. And at the very bottom, there is of course a socket for the power adapter to go into. Okay, so let's pop the top off. So as you can see, it's a simple twist action to the lid. As you can see, the notches on the inside rim of the cover or lid of the Essential Oil Diffuser that locks the top and base together. Okay, so let's put the top aside and take a close-up look at the base. So this Anypro 100ml Essential Oil Diffuser, of course, naturally has a 100ml water capacity for misting. So you put water in with a few drops of essential oil for it to work. Okay, so let's go ahead now and plug the power adapter in first so that we don't get too messy afterwards trying to plug it in after we've filled it in with water or filled it up with water. Okay, so very simply, just like that, the power adapter is in. Or actually, let's push the cable in a little bit more. So it's quite a snug fit there, which is good. So you know that it is nice and secure. Okay, so we have the power adapter plugged in. So all we need to do now is fill the base or tank up with water. So I have a flask next to me, and let's go ahead and fill the beaker or measuring cup with water there. So right now it's just above the 100ml line, or just below the 120ml mark. So let's go ahead and pour it into the base right there, just like that. And of course there is a maximum capacity line or marking on the base or outside of the water tank right there. Okay, so we can put the measuring cup aside, and now put a few drops of essential oil. And what I have here is geranium essential oil. So all it needs is 2 or 3 drops of geranium essential oil, or any essential oil of your preference. So just like that, we have put the mixture in of water with essential oil, pop the lid back on, or cover or top back on. And of course what we want to do is make sure we lock it in place. So once it's down, make sure we twist it so that it is locked in place. Okay, so watch the notch. So what we want to do is turn it clockwise to lock it. So let me position the notch into the correct slots in the cover. And of course I'm doing this with the camcorder in my face, so it is slightly tricky, or a lot trickier than it may appear, or actually less tricky than it may appear, just because I have the camera or camcorder in my face. So just like that, it is locked tightly in place or snugly in place. Let's go ahead and put the plug into the power socket, and just like that, you heard the beep. So there is an audible beep to the Essential Oil Diffuser. And let's go ahead and first turn on the mist. And once again, there was a beep, and of course an indicator LED light there to indicate that the misting is on. So you can see the mist coming through right now, nice and steady, very, very quiet, and of course it's cool to the touch. So the mist is always nice and fine and really pleasant on a hot summer day. Okay, so it's gone quiet. It has two different modes. So we've started it off in the interval mode. So with the interval mode, it turns on or mists for 30 seconds and then pauses for 30, and then it keeps it keeps going through the cycle until the water runs low, or of course you turn it off. So there is automatic shut off to the mister when the water runs low. So you can always just leave it on, and whether you're away or going to bed, keep it running until the water runs low, then it will turn itself off. So as you can see, the mist has come back on with this first mode of interval misting. And let me just turn it to the side so you can see the mist coming through the top opening right there. Very, very quiet indeed. And now let's go ahead and turn on the light. So we do that by pressing on the light button. So there's a beep, and it goes through this cycling mode. So there's two modes to the light. So let's just observe it in the first mode, which is a continuous cycling mode. And of course the misting is in the first mode, which is the interval misting. So right now it is in the pause stage and it's just come back on. So now let's turn it on to the continuous misting mode just by pressing it on it again. And you can see that the LED indicator light has turned red for the mist, or just above the mist mode button right there. And it's nice to see that the colors are nice and strong, and of course shining right through the tough translucent cover of the Aroma mister or diffuser. And in a few moments we will check out the light mode, the second mode to the light mode. Now let's go ahead and do that. So I've just pressed on it and you heard a beep right there. And so what that does is it locks the color or sets the color in place. So it fixes the color when it's going through the cycling mode to the color of your choosing. So if you rather just have a solid color throughout, just tap on the light button once or when it's going through its cycling mode. And it seems that there is a third mode to it as well, which is a high-low or low-high color mode. So let's go through the colors. And you can see the colors change very quickly. And let's turn it off by long pressing. So that should also work by long pressing on the mist button. So just like that, holding the either buttons for about 2 to 3 seconds will turn off the function completely. So let's go ahead and turn on the light and go into the continuous misting mode. So of course we've just started the light mode in the cycling mode, and the mist we've gone into the second mode, which is the continuous misting mode. And now let's check out the colors. First we have to tap it to fix it, and then in the third mode of the high-low, so all the colors in the color choosing stage or fixed stage colors. So there is the low for green and high, low and high. and we're back to off. So nice to see there's quite a good range of colors, or the preset colors with the low and high brightness modes. And of course, in the back to the automatic cycling mode, we can always set just by tapping on the light button again to fix the color of our choice, or the hue, just like that. So let's go back to the automatic cycling mode by first turning it off rather than going through the whole range of colors, and turning it back on just like that. So that's the Anypro 100ml Essential Oil Diffuser. Thanks for watching and happy misting!